ever asked yourself the reason why your musical skills is still the same way it was when you started your musical career? This should clearly tell you that there are principles you need to follow to become a good musician. Okay, for you to be able to improve your musical skills, there are principles or steps you need to follow. Alright, so if you are not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a new content. So the first principle you need to follow is what to set a realistic and an achievable goal. As a musician, you need to set a goal. Okay, you need to set a target for yourself. As a singer, as an instrumentalist, you need to set a target for yourself. You can tell yourself that okay, in every month I will learn a skill. In every month I will learn a singing technique. Is that okay? Now the goal should be long term and short term. A short term goal can be on monthly basis, telling yourself, setting a target for yourself to rehearse or to practice a skill or a technique within a month. A long term goal can be strategized in, let's say, a year or half a year. You tell yourself that by the end of this year I would like to achieve this level, I would like to be at this level of my musical career. Okay, so you need to set a realistic and an achievable goal. This will help you to approach every practice session with a productive attitude. Without a productive attitude, your practice sessions will always be low and you will never achieve whatever you want to achieve. So the second principle is to listen more intentionally. You know, a good musician is a good listener. The more you listen to songs, the more your ideas or your mind is open to the elements that make up a great song. Okay, so you need to listen more intentionally. As a singer or as an instrumentalist, you always need to get your earpiece ready. You fix in your earpiece. Always listen to a lot of songs. Listen to new songs. You see, one thing you need to know is that, for example, if you listen to a song over and over again for a day, even before you sit down to score the song, as a singer, you already know the lyrics of 90% of the lyrics of the song. So it will reduce your workload. And even as an instrumentalist, before you sit down to rehearse, if you are able to listen to the song well, breaking down the song or fishing out the notes of the song will not be difficult for you. Is that okay? So as a musician, you need to listen more intentionally. Listen without distraction. Is that okay? When you are going to work, you can use your earpiece, listen to the songs, listen to any song at all, a wider range of songs. Is that okay? Do not limit yourself to one genre of songs. Listen to different genres. So the next one I will talk about is to practice more. You know, after listening comes practice. Is that okay? You need to practice more. Now, one thing you need to do is that you need to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself in every practice session. Don't go and practice what you already know. It will keep you at the same level. Challenge yourself. When you go to your rehearsal room, just make sure what you are going to learn is difficult. It should be difficult so that if you are able to achieve that goal, you are able to rehearse what you went in for. It will challenge you, to help you to improve. So you need to challenge yourself and don't practice what you already know. Are you getting it? Another thing you need to take note of is what you need to avoid distraction. Some of us, we go for a practice session, then our datas are on, someone will call you, you pick the call, then you come back. All those things are distractions. You avoid distractions. I will advise you put your phone on a flight mode so that after you are done with your rehearsal session, you can attend to text messages and calls. Avoid distraction. Make sure where you are, nobody will distract you, so that you'll be able to achieve the goal you went in for. So practice more. Never sleep in a day without practicing. Never allow the day go by without practicing. At least practice, say even if it is 5 minutes, you have done something. Within that 5 minutes, you can challenge yourself to learn a skill, a technique, a singing technique, or anything. Is that okay? So practice more. Practice, 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 and practice. The next principle is to play with others. You know, if you play with others, this gives you room to be able to experience or to apply whatever you have learned. Can you imagine you learning something and not applying it? Okay, it will just remain in your head. Okay, so it is good to play with others. And I would advise you don't play with people at your level. Play with people who are advanced, who are beyond your level, so that they can criticize you, they can correct you. And when you are corrected, try and accept the corrections. This will also help you to improve. Some of us, we don't like corrections, especially with musicians. We don't like corrections. We are always pompous. We think we know all. But knowing it all is not accepted in music. It can't take you anywhere. So you need to learn. You need to accept criticism. You need to accept corrections. When you are corrected, you accept it. You go and work on yourself. So play more. Play with others. Don't rehearse and stay home. Get a band. Join a group. Join the church choir and learn and rehearse more. Next point I will talk about is never stop learning. Is that okay? So over here you can go in for a lesson. Is that okay? You can get a good teacher. If you get a teacher, getting a teacher will help you to avoid mistakes, a lot of mistakes in your journey. Is that okay? It will help you to avoid certain mistakes and certain delays. Is that okay? So you need to get a teacher, get a lesson, at least go for classes. If you are a singer, you go for the singing class. If you are an instrumentalist, get a teacher to teach you. Okay, that's why over here at Bass App, we always train bass players. So if you are a bass player and you are interested in any of my lessons, I'll drop a link below. You click on the link will bring you directly to me and I'll help you out. The next point I will talk about is for you to record yourself and play back. It's not only instrumentalists that needs to record themselves. You as a singer, when you sing even at church, record yourself. After church service or after the program, you come and sit down, listen to yourself. If you don't record yourself and listen, you can't correct your mistakes. You will think whatever you are doing is correct or is accurate. But record yourself and play back. Especially as instrumentalists, when you go for a program, put your phone down, record audio. Is that okay? After the program, you go and listen to yourself. Another way you can do it is to send your audio to someone who is ahead of you, who is above you, to be able to correct you. If you yourself should correct yourself, you never notice some mistakes. It's just like a student writing an exam and marking the exam script himself or herself. You never identify your errors. But you give your audio, you send it to someone ahead of you, then the person will be able to criticize your errors, tell you where you did make mistakes, and also guide you on what to do. So always record yourself and play back and listen to the mistakes you have done, where you did your strength and your weakness. Another principle you need to take note is to invest in your talent, or to invest in yourself. Investing in yourself is very important. You can't be an instrumentalist without having your own instrument. And this is to my fellow bass players. You can't be a bass player without your own bass. How will you be able to rehearse at home? You can't be a singer without having your gadget that you can use to rehearse at home. I think at least singers, for yours is a bit better, but you can also invest and have a mini studio at home. Is that okay? So invest in yourself. Buy gadget. Invest. If you don't invest in yourself, no one will invest in you. Is that okay? I would like to use my story as an example. When I got my new bass, I used my 1 month salary to buy the bass, and in fact that month it wasn't easy, but it was an investment, and now it is yielding result and it is yielding benefits for me. So invest in yourself. The next principle you need to take note of is to seek God's guidance. In all things, it's only God. It is God that gives you the talent that you have. Without God, you will not be able to explore your talent. Is that okay? So you need to seek God's guidance. Prayer must back whatever we are doing. Music is more spiritual than physical. Is that okay? So you need to pray as a musician. You need to pray. This is for my Christian brothers and sisters. You need to pray fast about your talent. Tell God to guide you, to help you explore more. Is that okay? The Bible said, in all your understanding, lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him. Acknowledging Him means that you depending on Him, asking Him to show you the way out, asking Him to give you the knowledge and the wisdom. The Bible said David played skillfully. Is that okay? You can pray and God can give you that skill, that anointing of playing skillfully. Is that okay? So it is also good to seek God's guidance in your journey. This will help you to improve your musical skills, because it is God that gave you the talent that you have. Without God, you will not be able to get the talent that you have now. Is that okay? So seeking God's guidance is very important in this journey. Alright guys, If you know any other principle you think will help anyone to improve his or her musical skills, don't forget to drop it in the comment section and I will attend to it. Alright, thank you very much.